Hey, hi traders, this is Parthiban. Today is 19 January 2017, Thursday, episode 11. Okay, this is risk disclaimers. You can read this. Okay, regarding trading ideas, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to take any position until Trump's first day. I want to see what he can do and what he's going to do. Okay, wait, let me hold. If you guys see on Forex Factory on Saturday, which is Friday 20th, it's a President Trump election speak. So we have promised a lot of things, a lot of contracts during the election. So which are, let me show you guys. So Donald Trump's day one agenda. So this is what he promises, and let's see what he have mentioned. And until Trump create a direction going to be in the market. Is it? I met few traders and then they said, Parthiban, price action, why is it not working now? You see, you got to understand price action is not a strategy. Price action is understanding the market's collective overall emotion, and we trade with that, So we got a probability of 66%. So what's the advantage is now at the moment market is like haywire, where there's no past data how a businessman can run a country. And if it's a normal businessman, it's okay, but Trump, all of us aware of his character, very aggressive, and he's very blunt, and we don't know what's the outcome. So we got to wait until he take over and see whether he whatever he promises, is it delivering or not. Could be just other way around, where he's not doing anything. Then we know this guy is whatever he says is not going to happen. Then that creates a pattern, and market people will jump to a trade. But if whatever he say he deliver, then we know, okay, this guy do whatever he say. So we will take a position based on that. So at the moment we don't know what's going to happen. So what you have promises, you're going to enforce United States law, begin work on border wall. I think this in Mexico. Pursue constitutional amendment to put terms limit on Congress, institute hiring freeze for most federal workers, eliminate two regulation for every one passed, 5-year ban in the White House and congressional official becoming lobbies, impose lifetime ban on White House official lobbying for foreign government, ban foreign lobbies raising money for American election, withdraw from the Trans-Pacific Partnership (TPP). This is quite important. Malaysia is involved in this. Label China a currency manipulator, but I think Trump failed to realize that the biggest currency manipulator is not China, it's US. They are the one who initiated the QE and everything. Chinese just got learned from them, and they trying that on a bigger scale. Begin work to end foreign trading abuse abusers, lift roadblocks on the Keystone Pipeline, cancel payment to UN climate change program, and the war on coal, repeal Obamacare. Okay, this is gonna affect a lot of people also in US. Obamacare. Begin renegotiating the North American Free Trade Agreement, remove criminal illegal immigrants, cancel unconstitutional executive action, begin the process of filling the Supreme Court vacancy, cancel federal funding for sanctuary cities, suspend immigration from terror-prone region. So what China markets a bit uh, scared, and I'm not scared, all like panic. And is it okay? I show you guys a pattern. This China, label China as a currency manipulator, this will affect China a lot. And if China is being affected, do you know which currency will affect? You can already see the effect. Australia dollar, Australia and gold. The biggest buyer in the world is China and India. Okay, China and India. If China is categorized as a currency manipulator, that means CNY. It's not Chinese New Year. It's a Chinese renminbi. If it drops, gold will drop, Aussie dollar will drop. So directly, the Asian market will be undergoing recession or stress. And why? Most of the raw materials for Chinese development, Chinese economy, it's being exported by Australia to China. And if Australian dollar drops, the biggest gold mine in the world is in Australia. I mean, in Australia. If Australian dollar drop, gold will drop. This is a correlation, which I'll be teaching to my price action traders. I haven't teach about fundamental on a price action yet on forex, so I'll be sharing to them. So there's a formula actually. If CNY drops, Aussie dollar will drop, and gold will drop. So if you see recently, artificially gold was like a lot of selling pressure was there, but artificially it was brought higher and higher, and even Aussie dollar was brought higher and higher artificially. So you guys know what I'm talking. So these two elements are very important because Chinese government is going to be involved, because if US label China as a currency manipulator, then the trading pattern and trading direction will change. So my suggestion is we gotta wait until Trump shoot his fire, then we take the direction and trade. Either it's gonna be down for US or up for US, then we can take a direction and trade with that. So we gotta wait until first, and I'm going to explain about few currency pairs. Okay, Swiss franc yen. Market form a limitation and create a lower low. A lot of good pin bar, a lot of sellers was there. Secondary test. Today's day chart, if it forms like pin bar, we can go short and down, but we better don't do anything until 20 January. But look at Australia 200 stock market. Earlier my video I say I'm actually I already created a portfolio of stock market, equity market. I'm focusing on Australian market and UK market. The equity market is, the price action is so clear, and it's just the higher accuracy compared to currency. So I'll be trading on that also. If you see, created a very good limitation and then impulsive candle form an engulfing bar, a very good retest on the neckline, a very good pin bar, a lot of sellers, and they open higher now. This is a very good price action. Sorry, if it close on the H4, if it close like this, a lot of sellers will place their pending order here, stop loss here. They'll be selling further down because it's a very clear downtrend, a sudden spike higher, and this is not sudden because of the news, so we can take advantage on this. So but at the moment, even you look at the dollar, New Zealand dollar, when it broke higher, people thought it's going to be a buy trend, uptrend. A lot of buyers were buying. They brought back to the channel again. So this is a massive manipulation, you see. And this, you see, they brought it higher and then they closed lower. So this two-bar reversal, two-bar reversal is valid. But this is not valid two-bar reversal. This is more like an inside bar, you see. So today the liquidity will be just dry up until tomorrow, and then there'll be a breakout or breakdown. So it will be good if you can just stay out of the market. You see, Euro GBP was fantastic as we anticipated. it retested, but there's no confirmation here, but market drop. So if you ask me, yes, people ask Patiman, yeah, it will retest, but you could have just sell it. See, I don't see a sign of sellers coming in. Yeah, market drop, but there was no sign of sellers entering. So how can we, as a price action trader, what let's say we must stick to our trading rule and then go in, because okay, you guys got to know that there are two type of trading strategy: trading active and passive. Active means you take position like 0.02, you make money, make money. But many traders think that they must make money, they must always enter trade to make money. There's another way of trading: active, passive. Passive means by not entering trade, actually you're protecting capital. Trading comes with two skill: making profit at the same time protecting your capital. You got to be defensive at the same time you got to be aggressive. So you need to find the harmony between the defensive and aggressiveness. Then only you can be able to make a consistent profit. If you're too aggressive, your account will bust. If you're too defensive, you won't be making money. You'll be dominated by fear. So you got to have a balance of aggressiveness and defensiveness. Okay, guys, I think I've shared quite good info on a Switzerland Swiss franc. I mentioned that, and even you see dollar, uh, gold, euro, gold, euro. Yeah, this was a very good sign. A lot of sellers entering. You see, let me show you. This is a very good sign. It's a very good pin bar. So on safe side, we enter pending trade, stop loss here. It triggered our stop loss. Then a lot of sellers entered, form a pin bar now. You see. Again, a lot of price action traders will be placing their sell stop and stop loss here. If at all you enter, like let's say your capital is $1,000, and you decided to risk 0.5% per trade, which is $5. Okay, let's say your stop loss is 50 pips, $5. Your lot size is going to be 0.01. Stop loss, no, 50 cent. No, 0.01. Let's say your stop loss is 50 pips. 50 pips is $5. Okay. If market reverse, you lose $5, but your next target should be at least about 150 pips. 150 pips. Okay. So as a price action trader who know fund management, risk everything, you shouldn't get emotional. If this hit stop loss, next trade, enter, stop loss, leave it. You can afford to lose 3 times, and one winning will break even your trade. So if you enter a big lot size like 0.05, 0.1, then this single failure will really snake you, and you will be like, why is it not working? But this is a probability, like, out of high probability, even out of 100 times, it will work favor like 66%. So we all trading probability. If your single if event is affecting you, means you got to change your thinking, because to be full time and long term in the forex industry, you cannot let this single incident affect you. If you allow it, it's going to be very horrific experience. Okay, so you got to think in a bigger scale probability, so that you have a less stress. Okay, safe trade, guys, and good luck.